For having me. This has been so cool. Thank you. Like, to hop right off a plane and come here and just turn me into a kid again, man. I collected the Guinness record books, so to be a part of this is surreal. Absolutely surreal. Thank you, guys.
So you're over here in the UK on tour, right?
I am. Myself and Samus, we are touring the UK. We're going to tear it all up. We got 10 dates out here and the one date in Paris. And it's going to be incredible. Starts tomorrow in Hull, and then in Nottingham, and a bunch of other places that are on my website.
Are you coming back to London next week? We're going to come and see you.
Yes, indeed. You guys better come through. It's going to be great. I'll be looking for you.
So the record title that Ran is actually in possession of now, and will appear in the next Gamers edition, is Most Commercially Available Songs to Reference a Single Video Game Franchise. Whoa. Now, Ran, we're going to have some more tunes in a sec. What was your first ever console?
Oh, man. Atari 2600. I feel like I'm dating myself, but that was a great Christmas, man. Pac-Man on there was a game that I wouldn't stop playing. Later on, they put Donkey Kong on there. They had E.T., arguably known as the worst game ever.
The one in the landfill, right?
Yes, the one in the landfills. But at that time, we were young. Mother got you a game, and that's the game you had. Like, you were stuck with that game until you beat it or something. So I played E.T. that entire year. And it wasn't that bad to me. But now looking back, I'm like, it was pretty terrible.
You were just grateful to have a game, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what first inspired you musically? Like, what got you set on this path?
Oh, man. I always loved music. I grew up in a house full of music. My mother would play records on the weekends whenever it was time to clean. She'd put on some music and we'd be dancing and sweet. Video games. Why don't I find a way to put these together?
Perfect.
And now, here we are.
On that crazy note, let's have some more tunes.
You want some more tunes?
That's okay.
All right. If it's all right with you guys, I'll play another song. This song here is called Infinite Lives. It has a very important message. It's basically saying that as long as you have the right amount of character and desire, you'll live forever. Because your lessons will go on to the next person and the next person and the next person. And you don't need a cheat code. All you have to do is just be a great person. And you too can have infinite lives. This is Infinite Lives, which samples the Game Boy RoboCop theme, which is one of my favorites. All right. You know, we all die. The goal is not to live forever, but to create something that hopefully will. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Infinite lives. That's right, we got infinite lives. Yeah. Never say never. We're gonna live forever. You got infinite lives. That's right, we got infinite lives. Yeah. Never say never. We're gonna live forever. Heard you only live once. Well, I'ma disagree. Cause you can live forever. Forever doesn't cease. Live through your creations and the people that you teach. So I live through my music eternally through the beats. First 2 emails, I'm digging that verse. Next 2 emails, I'm missing that merch. Can't take it with you, so I never intended to before my final interview. This is what we giving you. We never gonna die. That's right, no, we're never gonna die. Yeah, cause you can hear my words in this song, and they gon' play on after I'm gone. Yeah, never gonna die. That's right, no, we're never gonna die. Yeah, cause you can hear my words in this song, and they gon' play on after I'm gone. Heard you only live once, that's cool, I suppose. You can live forever through the songs you compose. Experiments you hear, live in the flows. The experimentation with the flows, cause God knew she learned more about life from Hodgepodge's works than she ever could have gotten to church. Is that wrong? Living for that song, learning from that lyric and steering others from wrong. But we live off love, never needing a meal. Full from the enlightenment and warmth that we feel. Yeah, the overflow of emotion, chilling, chasing the girl, floating over an ocean and maybe changing the world. First 2 emails like, hey, that's tight. Next 2 emails, never. We're gonna live forever. Heard you only live once. Well, I beg to differ. You can live forever through a feeling you deliver. Through the first raindrop, through the rush of a mighty river. Give you the bigger picture, the split you and leave a fissure and opening full of hope and it's motoring like a cauldron. Proceeding with caution, won't fill your garden pardon. Everybody who doubted, left the memory clouded. Aside instead of complaining, I do something about it. For rappers, not a time, it's a place or a state of mind. They never gave me mine, but elected to stay behind. These I need done, pages I haven't filled, places I haven't been to, stages we haven't killed, lies I haven't touched, words I need to say. Tell me who needs forever, my forever's today. If I die, it's on time, meant to be this way. Tell me who needs forever, my forever's today. Got infinite lies, that's right, infinite lies, lies, yeah. Never say never, we're gonna live forever. We got infinite lies, that's right, infinite lies, lies, yeah. Never say never, we're gonna live forever, yeah. Thank you.
Megaran, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Megaran live from London at Guinness World Records headquarters. Nerdcore rapper Supreme, originally from Philadelphia in the US. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And if you've got a question for Megaran, please post it in the comments now. Sam, give us a shout if you see anything. And
any questions?
We're always up for questions here. Now, what I want to know is who's your favourite hip hop stars today? Because you referenced some of your some of the kind of the more retro.
Good question. I'm a big fan of Kendrick Lamar. I love what he's doing these days. J. Cole's awesome. There's a lot of really great young guys doing some cool stuff. Chance the Rapper. I'm really inspired by a lot of the stuff that those guys do. You know, the Kendricks, the J. Cole, Chance the Rapper. I think it's so important to mix substance with your ability. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not easy, but it's easier to just say a bunch of words that rhyme than to actually put those words in an order of something that can impact people and their lives and things like that, you know?
Because your tracks are very uplifting, right?
I try to be uplifting because, you know, we got enough negativity in the world, and I feel like I wanna be that light for some people, you know, and for myself even, you know. I turn on the TV, it's like, oh man, and then it's like, okay, I could go and write doom and gloom, or I could try to pick myself up and anybody that's listening through a positive tune.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, Megaran here is from the US. He's here in the UK on tour. He holds a record for the most commercially available songs to reference a single video game franchise. Yeah. And that video game franchise is Megaman.
Yeah.
Megaman, I believe Capcom
yes.
have actually licensed you the rights to use that wherever you like.
Oh man, that was very scary. At first, it wasn't. I didn't think it was going to go that way. Coming from the school of hip hop, we do a lot of things where we ask forgiveness later. You know what I mean?
Cheeky sampling.
Yes, cheeky sampling. I think I'm going to call it that now. Yeah, we kind of do it and ask for forgiveness later, but instead of asking permission. But so I did that. I made an album called Megaran and put it out 10 years ago. And next thing you know, IGN or some other big website posted it, and then I got a message in my inbox from a guy from Capcom, and I'm like, oh no, Capcom dude is calling me. And so when the Capcom guy tells me, hey, I'm from Capcom, I'm like, what? And so all I'm hearing in my head is but turns out the guy was like, hey, we really love what you're doing. And he said something in there, little cheeky, like, don't worry, this is not a cease and desist. And I was like, oh, whew.
Big relief.
And they were like, we actually like your stuff. We like the fact that it's clean. We like the fact that it's positive. And it celebrates one of our most celebrated characters, Mega Man. So how'd you like to come to Comic-Con? And they had me come to Comic-Con and sit as a guest of Capcom and sign some autographs. And I was like, whoa, this is amazing. And then they started working on new games, and they were like, hey, would you like to work on a song for this game or for that game? And then I made a song called Splash Woman, which I would love to play for you guys later. But that was the song that kind of blew it up for me, where, you know, after that, the Mega Man 9 game had such an awesome soundtrack. And we've just had a really great relationship ever since. And it's not even, I can't even call it a dream come true, because it's not something you ever really set out to do. It's like, I don't want to be the first rap artist to ever be licensed by a major game corporation. It's just those are a lot of words that don't like register for me right away. So I'm like, that's not something you set out to accomplish. It's just, you know, you do what you do, and hopefully someone hears it, the right person, and they don't sue you. And that's kind of how it goes. But
that's pretty special. That's pretty special. I think we should hear another tune. What do you guys reckon?
Oh yeah.
Hear another one?
Hell yeah.
Tune.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Megaran.
Well, let's see. I wanted to save my finale track for the end, the Splash Woman track. So I am going to play you another. This one here is Mega Man, and it comes from Mega Man 2, one of my favorites, a lot of people's favorites. There's a boss named Woodman, and this song's called Grow Up. So in this song, I will need your help. I'm going to ask you a question. It's about being immature. And I feel like we're all a little immature. So I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you to say what? And then you're all going to say what? I'm going to be like, and you know what? And you say, what? All right. Here we go. Again, this song's called Grow Up. This is from the first Megaran album. You can get this online anywhere. Okay. And if you're watching at home, you can clap. I just can't seem to grow up. I said I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
I don't think I want to. Well, that was good. Work on your timing. I just can't seem to grow up. I said I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
I don't think I really want to. Oh, that's good. Okay. I was a youngster, maybe 7 or 8, when I was up late playing games 4 hours straight. Babysitter on the couch trying to see what's going on. Passing level after level, thinking I'ma be pwned. But little did I know they didn't have any in me. Every couple of levels, I went back to the beginning. Hard lessons to learn, but I recovered fine. Didn't beat pitfall, we got time trying. The NES came around, I had to get down. You didn't have it on my block when you were bound to get clown. My game was Super Mario, I played it to death. First to get 100 men kicking turtles on the step. Learned that from Game Pro, but it's a shame though. Nowadays, video games aren't the same, bro. Too complicated, they're just worth the price. You know some, they're a lot like life. And that's why I just can't seem to grow up. And I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what? What? I don't think I really want to. That was decent, let's do better. I just can't seem to grow up. I said I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
Yeah, I don't think I really want to. Now get really immature. We say, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care.
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 I don't care. I just can't seem to grow up. And I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
I don't think I really want to. Oh, that was good. One more time. I just can't seem to grow up. And I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
Yeah, I don't think I really want to. You know what? I beat every game in front of me. My peoples wanted none of me. Ran skills in video games, they couldn't front on me. Mom knew how to punish me, take away the cord. I thought to use the AC adapter from my keyboard. I knew that there was something amazing. My boys got in trouble, I was cool, I stayed in. Latchkey kid, home alone like Macaulay. 20 years later, still hosting LAN parties. I just can't seem to grow up. And I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
I don't think I really want to. Okay, one more time. I just can't seem to grow up. Say I just can't seem to grow up. But you know what?
What?
I don't think I really want to. Ooh, yeah. Thank you.
Hey! Thank you. Very, very much appreciated.
The mic died. I hope you guys can still hear me.
Yeah, I think
I kicked my cord.
Ah, that's
my
a
bad,
trouble.
guys.
Whoa. We're back.
I think we're back. Woo! It's all good.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's warm in here. It's getting warm.
Getting warm.
Now, we don't normally film in our boardroom, but we kicked everyone out and decided we were going to use it in. It's got a good backdrop. It's quite
Man,
nice.
there's some great people here. There's Betty White. There's The Rock. There's Michael Jackson.
Right
Oh my
there.
gosh. Usain Bolt. Pele. Oh man. And the greatest musician of all time, Psy.
Yeah, of course.
Opa Gundams. All right, so so this is just amazing to be amongst all of this history. I'm a history buff. I used to teach, and
Yeah, I was going to ask you about.
oh, okay.
teaching
Well,
career.
I'll
Let's
let you.
get on
I'll
to
let you do the interview.
that. No, I like that. I think you should do the the interview. I might
interview myself.
Yeah, I do. So you used to be a teacher in Philadelphia, right?
Correct. And in Phoenix for a couple of years.
Okay.
I taught middle school. Middle school kids definitely get the most out of you because they also kind of get the shaft when it comes to, at least in the States. That's like year 6, 7, 8, where kids are 12, 13, so they're going through their most changes. They're really the most delicate, but at the same time they're the most rowdy. So it's a tough age to be at. And but I learned a lot from those kids.
Yeah,
I did.
Now, going back to Guinness World Records and your memories of Guinness World Records growing up, do you have any? Did you used to get the book and read it? Have you got any breaking heroes?
Man, I used to always try to find like the fastest person or the tallest person and things like that, and we would quiz each other. My next door neighbor Zane, shout out to Zane. I hope he's watching. I don't know if he's around, but I wrote my first rap with him and played a lot of my first video games with him, and we had a real cool moment where we would kind of like quiz each other on like, okay, who's the strongest man, you know, things like that. And so yeah, we had a lot of fun with those books, man. Big time.
Just to reiterate where we are and who you're watching, this is Megaran, a nerdcore rapper originally from Philadelphia in the US, now living in Phoenix, Arizona. Now,
wait, what's the name again?
Megaran.
Okay, so I'm sure there's a bunch of comments like, who is this guy?
Nah, everyone seems pretty down with this.
What? Comment spaces are usually the most toxic places in the world.
Nah, man, there's so much
positive.
love up in here.
I appreciate you guys. I love you.
I think it might almost be time for another song, but just to let you guys know, Megaran is going to be in the next Guinness World Records Gamers Edition, and he likes to rap over songs that are kind of a retro video game style. And tell us a little bit about your favourite kind of backing tracks. Like most of them are like Mega Man, but there's other stuff as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. I did a Final Fantasy VII album called Black Materia a few years ago. Soundtracks that moved me as a child, or at least at an early age, where I was very, very. I was kind of a sponge. Where I was picking up a lot of things. Nobuo Uematsu's work, Koji Kondo as well. Sega Genesis. There was Yuzo Koshiro, who did Streets of Rage, and there's so much great video game music out there. And, you know, I'm not a super composer, you know, but I'm able to take my abilities, take a beat, take some sounds, and then turn it into something else. You know what I mean? So that's just my contribution to them and translating it to my language, to my generation's language, and always trying to pay homage to the original creation as well.
Because the musicality that they managed to make out of those, the very limited amount of, well.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just had a one bloop, and then you had to be creative to turn that into a soundtrack. And the Super Mario Brothers theme is like the most recognizable theme among like everybody. You know, every age group at this point knows that more than they know probably the Mickey Mouse Club or I don't know, or Gangnam Style. I mean. It's just like video game music is a part of our upbringing, our culture, you know, and early hip hop sampled a lot of jazz, funk records, things like that, R&B and soul, and I feel like video game music is our music, you know, it's our generation's classics, oldies, you know, and so I'm just, you know, just trying to do my best and pay a little tribute to those great oldies.
Can you tell us a bit about the next track you're going to perform for us?
Okay, well, the next track I'm going to do, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I didn't even figure it out yet. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to play one of my favorites. This one isn't from Mega Man, but it is from Final Fantasy VII. Since we talked about that, I want to play something from that. This is a track called Avalanche. Avalanche is one of my more popular tracks. It's the fighting theme from Final Fantasy VII. Really, really just great music. And I felt like this group, Avalanche, they're the insurgents. You know, in Final Fantasy VII, you're in this world where this very corrupt government takes over, and they're trying to like sap the world of its resources. Nothing like real life today, but and then there's a real group underground that's like trying to work their way and make things happen. Sometimes you have to do some extreme things. So they're out trying to save the world, but through like some tough measures. And that's Avalanche, and I felt like they needed a theme song. And they're led by this guy named Barrett Wallace, who's one of the first African-American characters I'd ever even remembered in a video game. and he cared about his friends, he cared about his family, and I thought he was awesome. So this is their theme song, Avalanche.
Take it away, Megaran.
All right, I will. All right, so again, Avalanche is one of those tracks that usually gets super hype at the show. So if you are out there listening, you're going to need to get hype. The word we use in this one for the hook is hey. So I would love for you all to give me some haze, even in the chat.
Throw some haze up in the chat, yo!
Because we're going to be like, hey. That's how I was going to go for the chorus. It's going to be like, hey, 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 help me out. Hey, hey, hey. We beat them insurgents.
There we go.
Not a bit nervous. Encouraged, not a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of my enemies. AVALANCHE, yeah, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service. Got a bit further to go. Do what we gotta get. Who want that problem with AVALANCHE, yeah, that's who we. There's a master company called Shinra. I don't know exactly what they get to, but they want to get control of my live stream. And I just can't let that continue. They don't care who they hurt, who they injure. Want to turn the whole planet against us. It's simply to join the resistance or you wind up going against us. My name, Barrett Wallace, and I'm known for paralyzing, polarizing punks into submission. Not fantasizing, wish this world wasn't violent. Get worse if we allow it. I'm here with a cannon for an arm and a mind with number of vision inside it. And I represent Avalanche. Man, them chumps don't have a chance. Watch them scatter, man. Whenever that laying those battle plans. My people beside me, team provide me with a bit of waste of reason. There's Biggs, Wedge, Jesse, and anybody in my way we squeezing. Get behind me, I'm Leah, but bomb in the region. It's gotta be the highest treason. And I came too far to back down, and I'm not leaving till we even. Bring it to whoever wants you get with. That president shouldn't rest on fits. And it's all what I can't get you to fit. Okay, help me out now. Here we go. Hey, hey. Not a bit nervous here, encouraged, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of my enemies. That's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous, no insurgents. Got a bit further to go. Do what we gotta. Who hate that problem? AVALANCHE, they gon' have to come get me if they want me. I don't bend, I don't break, don't care about much. It's my daughter Marlene and my people's being free. You gotta understand, son, I don't have the answer. I just keep the faith and I always keep a handgun. No, I mean that literally, cause I got a handgun. They call it a gun arm, so I'm never unarmed. Got it? Battle scar from this girl Scarlet. Weapons developer, caught me in the target. While I tried to save my friend died. Lost my grip, shot my head, I thought my friend had died. And so I kept his daughter, raised the rest, my own chap. I was slipping by, so the guys that came out got to save the kind of peace. But just the only battle plan is that you know it gotta be. That you high top fake, and I keep a bad attitude. Pity the fool that compare me to that other dude. Avalanche be rapping until we pass on. And even if I'm gone, the legacy lasts long. Yeah, insurgents, not a bit nervous. Yeah, insurgents, got a bit further to go by any means. Getting rid of my enemies. AVALANCHE, that's who we be. Insurgents, not a bit nervous. No lip service. Got a bit further to go. Do what we gotta, kid. Who want that problem? AVALANCHE, yep, that's who we be.
Game over.
Hey, Megaran. Hey. Now, thanks for tuning in, everyone. I just want to reiterate why we're here and why Megaran is with us at our UK office. We're very excited to include him. And yeah, Megaran, tell us a little bit about your tour and the whole. Where are you going to go next?
Oh man, I wish I had the tour in front of me, but I do not. But I can. Do you have anybody? Can anybody Google that real quick?
You said Hull.
I will be in Hull.
Nottingham.
I will be in Nottingham. Then
Paris as well. London.
About the only female boss character in the Mega Man's games. So I decided to make it a love interest angle and kind of have it in like most of my love interests end with sad tragedy. But not all of them. I gotta shout out my wife, Rachel. Hey, I hope you're watching. Things are beautiful, and marriage is beautiful. But heartbreak, though, sometimes can lead to the best songs. Skadell, you know, Adele's
you made a lot of money out of that.
Yeah, heartbreak can you know.
And a fellow record holder, in fact.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm in here with Adele. Oh, man. So this track is called Splash Woman. Thank you guys so much for being here. And I'm going to play that. Actually, they got a remix version of it that I've never played, really.
Oh, premiere.
A good friend named Boon in Japan, that's spelled B-U-N, in Tokyo, made a awesome Splash Woman remix for me with nothing but Game Boy sounds. Cool. So this will be fun. Let's do that.
Right.
Okay.
Megaran, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, yeah. Splash. 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 Yeah. This is a mission, not a small time thing. Got me on the case like I'm Sherlock Holmes. My dome kind of messed up from what I've been seeing and what I've been hearing. That got me not knowing what to believe in. I was breezing, battling bosses. The record is flawless, 0 losses. I came across this stunning young piece who resided at the bottom of the sea. And she told me her name was Splash Woman. Beautiful but deadly, she was mad cunning. A voice that was super savage. Beast of physique was way above average. Imagine the way she got me in the cell. Got me on lockdown so that I can sell. But I'm on a mission and I can't afford to fail. Cause girl, I got a secret to tell. I don't know how to say this, but I'ma just say this. You're my favorite. Even underwater, got me smelling on your fragrance. You're nothing to play with. Won't you be my baby? And maybe we can get up out of this lair and maybe get a bite somewhere, my dear. And even though she knew the truth about Red, still wanted to give me a chance, so I got a chance. Well, I wasn't loved before, but I love you more. And baby, come aboard and go away with me so I can make you see what I mean to me. And baby, we can be free. Oh, wow, under the sea. Oh, wow, just you. Seems like every couple years I get that feeling like I'm about to hit that ceiling. But I can't cause the slime was spikes. And when I reached the lair and it was time to fight, I couldn't do it. Bumped out like Ashton Victim. Started singing in the hands and listen. Lovely when she sang, the bitch came, and all of a sudden the mission changed. Insane. Told me about a true purpose. The same victims that fell through the surface. A few days ago the contract expired, and she was gonna be thrown into the fire. But while they gave her a reasonable chance, but now she gotta go and he says, he shed a tear and said she don't understand. I gotta stick to the plan, they don't hesitate this plan. Please, Megaran, don't take it personal, cause it hurts, I know, I make it worse, you know. But he saved me, baby. Turning my back on a while, it could be just plain crazy. Know that got the man go in, let that battle begin. Man, we can't be friends. My heart sunk slow, the lair door closed. Drew the Mega Buster, it's time to roll. Here we go. Thought I was in love before, but I love you more. Baby, come aboard and go away with me so I can make you see what you mean to me, and we can be free. Oh, whoa, under the sea. Oh, whoa, just you and me. The battle was on and it was fierce. Perhaps they were things that left the armor pierced. The things that were thick and exact. They cocked the Mega Buster and hit him exactly. The battle took a turn that was odd. Thought it saved these shot, they gon' charge. Came through with the jack, the base these. Ain't food the block, I didn't know what you did, but I know I got it understanding. But I came through it, and take you for granted. After the lease, and I knew at last that I would have to come through. And I take that stab, and she said, please don't do this to me. But you understand how it has to be. And I couldn't deny it. Still made these people that didn't want to start a riot. Learn about to be that grace and see that face, but I'ma be that face. But don't be foolish, you gotta do this. Let the whole city know what the truth is. Boy, you got stuff to do. And girl, I would've gave it all up for you. I feel invincible when I'm holding you. But as far as love goes, I'm 0 for 2. Thought I was in love before, but I love you more. Baby, come aboard and go away with me so I can make you see what you mean to me. And baby, we can be free. Megaran.com. Peace.